necessary, because this program is going to be much more interactive than, let me say, delivery of speeches. First, I want to thank my president, Mr. Kabayiwa, for accepting to convene this meeting within the shortest time we give him. We do not have enough time on hand. I said everything we are doing, the transport is going to boss a lot of things within a few weeks in order to set the ground rules, in order to know the perspective from which we can confront the various issues that face us as far as sports and youth development in this country is concerned. And as such, I've been doing a lot of talking, I've been doing a lot of working, and I've been conferring a lot. The key stakeholder in all this is the sports media. That the ability of the sports media to articulate the views and to set agenda for the Ghanaians who appreciate the problems confronting us as far as our sports development is concerned is of importance to me. And as such, being a member of this association and also a friend of the media, it is important that I meet with you. Possibly, the media should have been the first group of people I should have met, but time and programming made it impossible. But today, I decided that in spite of the rain, we have to meet. At least the few that will meet will be able to chart a common path towards realizing the dream. If I sit here as the Minister of Youth and Sports, but I sit here as one of you. My success is your success. My failure is your failure. Many a time we've talked about the need for us to have somebody who appreciates the work we do, who appreciates sports, who has been in sports. Even though it is said that it is not all good footballers who become good coaches. It is expected that when you have been in it before and done it before, at least the required basic knowledge is there. So the little that you learn and the little contribution you get from others will empower you and give you the needed knowledge in order to advance. So with the background I have, it is important that we all appreciate the fact that you have made it possible for me to be where I am. A lot of you people have made the noise about the need for somebody like me to be considered for this position in the past. And His Excellency the President have listened to you. So if he has listened to you, then it is incumbent upon you to support, to make sure that the reason for his choice is realized. I'm also saying this based on the fact that a lot of us have also been responsible for the level of attrition at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. President Kufuor's time, we had close to 7 ministers of youth and sports. In President Mills and Mahama's administration, we've had close to 8. So within 8 years, we're having 15 ministers. I would say that within 16 years, we're having 15 ministers, which is not good enough for all of us as a country. Longevity gives you more experience. I always want to quote my late president, my late father, Officer Mills, who said that knowledge is nothing but a collection of experiences. So even the ones that we read in books, all these books are experiences of others that they put together. And as such, if we've had this experience behind us, it is important that we try as much as possible as a country. If we think that is not good for us, then we must do everything possible now to make sure that we have a youth and sports minister who will stay longer than Bishop. I am not the most intelligent person when it comes to youth and sports, and I will certainly not pretend to be the best. But I think I have what it takes to be able to embark upon the needed programs, actions, and policies in order to salvage our sports, and also to galvanize our youth to achieve what are expected of them in the development of this country. But then I cannot do it alone. If I have experienced hands like my brother Kamaiwa as the president of SWAC, I know the issue of sports will be solved. Because we come this far. Those days, and Nimale is sitting back there. And I said Samuel Udokan is a veteran. Yes, he is a veteran. Yes, we all started together. The likes of Imana Wakum still around. Felix Abate around. It's a pity. Our friends Papa Peso and the rest. I think this will have been the greatest. This thing for them. That seeing one of them today in this position will be great. And as such, I will be counting on the support of SWAC. I will be counting on your support, not in terms of a bias. I think you will not be doing me good if the Sports Writer Association decides that for everything Nii Lante does, we'll give him credit. I will want to have critical, objective analysis of whatever we do, in order for us to be able to appreciate the path ahead. And I want to be frank with you, the path before us is very challenging. 2 weeks at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, if I should open up the ministry to you, some of you will leave this place. You ask me, why have I accepted to take this responsibility? But someone needs to take it. Someone needs to take it. After this formal section, I will want to put off the microphones and I want us to have frank discussion. I will tell you what it is like in the ministry for us to discuss it. And I'm not ashamed about that. I am a man who faces challenges. I face problems. I like to face tasks, difficult tasks. Because the more difficult the task is, it gives you the opportunity to bring out the best in me. I don't like comfort zones. As a player, I always want to tackle the best player. If you ask Abedi Pele, will tell you. When people think that it is almost impossible, that's when I try to do my best. At the end of it all, I do what I have to do. I do with all my heart, I do with all my belief, and I do with all the energy in me. And I said, even though the task ahead of us look very daunting, I am very confident that with people like you supporting, we'll be able to sail through. Because of that, this meeting is to discuss the possibility of we having a fortnight SWAC interaction. Fortnight. I'm saying fortnight because it used to be a monthly interaction. For now, I want us to take a fortnight, because what I'm looking forward to is that every day, in and out, there is one problem or the other. And I want us to sit down as a family to discuss those problems. Then we can all discuss the way forward. You are not running the ministry for me, though. But the issue is that I want to be able to move along with you so that you appreciate the problem ahead of us. Then when you are talking about it or writing about it, you have knowledge as to what the problems are and the reasons why we've taken this action. I wouldn't want a situation whereby after I've embarked upon something, then various media houses will be calling me to comment on the issue. As much as possible, I want to reduce my interaction in my face, my voice in the media, and then let the work go on. So that once I've interacted with you at the SWAC level, and you understand why the policy has been embarked upon, then you will now be the ones who will be educating the public. You will be the ones who will be telling the public why this, why that. So that it won't be every time my voice out there. All that my PR department will be doing now is to virtually emphasize on what you have been said or give confirmation to what you have said on your network or you have written about. In the course of the time, we may decide to make it monthly or bi